Hello, friends. The term micro teaching is a teaching practice which incorporates learning to the best of its procedures. Well, as a matter of fact, micro teaching, as we know, is a compound concept derived from two terms, micro and teaching, a technique for providing student teachers with opportunities to master the teaching skills in particular. Micro-teaching is defined as a system of controlled practice that makes it possible to concentrate on specified teaching behavior and to practice teaching under controlled conditions, referred by Allen and Eve in 1968. As we know, it is a method of teacher training or the teaching technique that simplifies the complex training process so that the student teacher can cope with it. Scaled down teaching encounter, teaching reduced in class size, concept, time, and the number of pupils. The reflective methodology defines, as per Coupon and Allen, micro-teaching is a teaching situation which is scaled down in terms of time and number of students. The lesson is scaled down to reduce some of the complexities of the teaching act, thus allowing the teacher to focus on the selected aspects of teaching. There are general teaching skills which relate to, as per Cooper and Allen once again, talks about stimulus variation, the set induction, the closure, the silence and the non-verbal cues, the reinforcement of student participation, the fluency in asking questions, probing questions, higher order questions, divergent questions, recognizing attending behavior, illustrating and use of examples, lecturing, planned repetition, completeness of communication. The module encapsulates micro-teaching as a scaled down teaching encounter in which a teacher teaches a small unit to a group of 5 pupils for a period of 5 to 20 minutes. It is a scaled down practical teaching experience and is done in terms of contents, time, teaching skill, and the audience in particular. Of course, the class size is reduced to 5 to 10 pupils. The length of the lesson plan may be reduced to about 5 to 10 minutes, and the focus, one teaching time, laminates and accesses to the content of the lesson. As per the Allen and Rand, 1969, micro-teaching is a real teaching situation. It reduces the complexity of the real classroom teaching situation in terms of the number of students, the amount of time, and the amount of learning contents. It emphasizes training for mastery of teaching activities such as skills, techniques, methods, and curriculum selection. It also offers control over practicing teaching activities and allows students to receive meaningful feedback immediately after his performance. In addition, when we talk about the preface of it, it presents a simple snapshot of what or how you teach, and hence there has to be a presentation of relatively quick, comfortable, and effective means of teaching with reference to students, observers, and the supervisor in order to process the very concept. As we know, micro teaching was developed by Dwight Allen and his colleagues in the Stanford Teacher Education Program in the 1960s. They developed a training program aimed to improve verbal and non-verbal aspects of teachers' speech and general performance. Micro teaching is a technique for professional reflection where teachers scrutinize their own teaching so as to discover their strengths and weaknesses. Through the reflection of their own teaching styles, teachers focus on certain areas of their teaching for improvement rather than a teaching for shaping behavior. The cycle goes with planning, teaching, feedback analysis, replanning, reteaching, re-feedback, and the process continues just like the plan, do, check, and act. It's a continuous process towards matching the best of the preferences of learning. Some of the advantages which relate to micro teaching reflects on giving opportunities for skill supervision and eventual skill development for the teachers. It provides opportunities for component skills approach where the activities of teaching as a whole are broken down for the learning process into its individual components. It also provides an opportunity to learn multiple skills that are important for teaching in a short time and as well helps develop student teachers skills to prepare lesson plans and choose the teaching goals and the objectives. It also increases the self-confidence. As we know, the topic has to be prepared with introductory, simple and straightforward, focus on teaching skills and the process, the tools used. Everything matters with congestion to learning and making learning a powerful spectrum for the better propagation of the knowledge for our students.